Alright guys, second video for the day, probably the last one. I want to ease back into things. I've been working hard on a different project. You're going to hear about it soon, hopefully anyway. But guys, guess what? Colorado has introduced a bill requiring re-education for parents who refuse the COVID vaccine. This is weird. I've heard of this re-education camps in the past. This is weird. China seems to have done something similar before, you know? Been rounded up and re-educated. Now, I'm sure it's not going to be this severe when it first starts out, but, you know, hey, give it time. I'm sure Colorado can get themselves there. Oh, it's not authoritarian whatsoever, is it? Are you ready for re-education camps in the United States? Colorado has introduced a bill that would re-educate parents who refuse to vaccinate their children with the beer bug vaccine. The bill forces all doctors and medical staff to give vaccinations with no exemptions, even if there are situations they believe it would not be in the child's best interest. Makes you wonder why they want to mass vaccinate everybody. You know, I'm not saying the vaxxers are right, but at the end of the day, it does make you wonder why they want to vaccinate everybody against a virus that doesn't seem to be that big of a problem anymore. It's interesting, isn't it? The bill's current version, however, does not list any sanctions or punishments for medical staff that refuse. Of course not. The medical staff are exempt. One's for me, one's for thee. The bill just passed through the Committee of Colorado 20-14, and to reduce availability exemptions on vaccines for school-age children, making vaccinations mandatory. This bill offers online education models for parents who want to different vaccinate schedule than what the state demands. This is scary. This is scary stuff. And this is true pundit, right? So this is not fake news. This is literally what Colorado wants to bring in. The re-education class is one way to receive the state-sanctioned vaccine exemption. This pandemic was never about the health. It was about forcing everyone to get vaccinated. An injection of whatever the hell ruling class decides to put in the vaccine. These vaccines are not being required for the health of anyone unless it's for the health of the big pharma and the ruling class. Now, at the end of the day, like I say, it's interesting because the Colorado government is all... They've got little D's next to their name. I'm not sure what that means. Can someone in the comments let me know what the little D means next to their name? But yeah, at the end of the day, it's funny. The left always go on about Trump being a tyrant, being authoritarian or whatever it is. And here they are literally going through and forcing everybody to actually vaccinate their kids. Now look, at the end of the day, if people want to go through and vaccinate, especially for COVID, that's your choice, right? You want to do it, you go and you knock yourself out. To be honest, there's actually a good argument for someone to go through and actually not do it because of like herd mentality or immunity. But, you know, hey, you know, like I say, it's entirely up to people whether they want to do it or not. But here's the thing. This is where I draw the line. I draw the line at the states telling me where I can and can't do with my kids. I draw the line at the states telling me what I can and can't do with vaccinating my kids, if I was to have kids. And at the end of the day, that to me is the scariest part of all this, is the fact that you are having state controls to tell you what you can and can't do. This is authoritarianism. This is literally a Communist China. Like I said, here's Communist China who are rounding up Muslims and forcing them into political education camps. There was some other people in history that have done this. I can't think of their names now. And if I say the names, this video will probably get demonetized. But yeah, the left is definitely acting very authoritarian right now. And if you live in Colorado, I don't think this is going to pass the Senate. Well, I don't know. They own this. They own that house, don't they? They own that government. So I don't know if they can do this. But we got an election coming up. Maybe use it. I don't know. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. To be honest, I think this is scary. I think this is really, really scary when you have people forcing you to take a vaccine. You don't know what's in it. You got, for what? The virus? The common flu that's gone around? We're going to vaccinate everybody against their will now because of that? And you tell me who benefits from this. Who do you think benefits from this vaccination? Pharma. Bill Gates Foundation. Every one of these vaccines, as far as I know, is actually being funded by Bill Gates. It's weird. The guy that wants to reduce the world's population is the one forcing everybody to get vaccinated. It's weird, that, isn't it? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you live in Colorado? Do you think this will pass? I'm going to have to do some research on this. But to me, this is scary stuff. This is authoritarianism. And this is something that is definitely something that people should be worried about. Let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube tomorrow night. Have a great night, enjoy, and we'll see you guys then.